You've just been sworn in as a president. Now you're feeling like a king, which in a way you are. Your name's all over the news. Crowds cheering your every move, but everything soon fades into the cold, hard reality of being president. You're not just stepping into an office, you're walking into a storm. Ain't nobody care you just got here, or it's your first time being president. Your first day is straight up chaos. Your staff's all around you, ready to fill in on the mess you didn't create. But now you gotta fix climate issues, wars, economic meltdowns. This all comes with the job, and trust me, the world don't wait for you to catch up. While you're trying to figure out how to make peace in the Middle East, the press already tearing apart your first speech like it's a bad review on Yelp. You're sitting behind the big decks, but you didn't realize you don't feel like you're in control, and the office comes with no guidebook. Now by your schedule, you wake up real early, like 4 a.m. early, to head straight into meetings about stuff you didn't even know was a problem. You're dealing with people, half of whom want to see you fail. And most time, you don't know if you're talking to Congress, world leaders, or the next crisis that just popped up. And just when you think you might get a break, you have some fancy dinner, trying to smile at jokes you don't understand, while cameras captures every forced laugh, giving speeches you didn't even write, and shaking hands with people who might be the one trying to take your job in the next 4 years. You ain't got no minute to yourself, not one. At this point, you're starting to notice something odd. You have all this power, nuclear codes, executive orders, the ability to shape history, and all these plans and ideas, but it's a constant fight to get anything done. Congress won't budge, the courts got their own plan. You'll be out here fighting for months just to get one bill passed. And even when it goes through, people complain about it like you didn't do enough. People think you run everything, but in reality, you're just a frontman for a whole system that won't let you move too fast or too far. You then decide you want to fix the healthcare system, thinking it's a great idea. Now you're stuck in endless meetings, fighting off politicians who thinks your plan sucks. Then you move on to trying to lower taxes, but you're already beginning to regret it after finding yourself in your third press conference that week to explain why your plan isn't good enough. The internet that started off as your biggest fan, hyping you up on day 1, but by day 100, those same motherfuckers are tearing you apart on X. Yeah, social media is a bitch. You already thought memes were just kid stuff until you watch grown-ups turn your every move into a meme and none of it spread. You make one wrong comment or trip on the stairs once and the next thing you know, you're the butt of every joke on the internet. You step into a press conference, suit fresh, smile tight, trying to look the part, but it don't even matter cause the press already hammering your ass about gas prices shooting up overnight like you're the one out here pumping gas. Before you can catch your breath, you see headlines by the floor that hits, and the headlines got your name in the bling. Then later that day, you catch the replay of your speech, and all everyone's talking about is how your hair looked off. People how you expect you to be perfect, like you're humans just like them. It's like you can't win. They always want more, and they never forget. And even your family isn't spared. They didn't ask for this life, but they are right there with you. The spotlight don't leave them alone either. Your spouse gotta be the perfect first lady or first gentleman, volunteering at every event while looking flawless in front of cameras. Your kids ain't kids no more, they're public figures now. One day, you're at a family event and your child doesn't crack a smile for the camera. By the next morning, the headlines blowing up like, President's out here maltreating his kids. You can't even let them breathe without the world trying to pick them apart. Ain't no real privacy left. But here's where it really starts to suck. You're no longer safe. Not even behind the gates and guards. Everyone's out here trying to take you out. And that's just the start. You don't get to leave the house like everyone else. A walk to the park means Secret Service has to sweep the entire area first. A quick trip for food turns into motorcade rolling through, with your team checking the restaurant before you even walk in. Driving yourself is a thing of the past. Every move you make is controlled. Lockdown. It's like living as a prisoner in the house you're supposed to rule. And just when you think you're getting used to it, you start to face the losses. You push a bill and it doesn't pass. You try to help a country in crisis, but your hands are tied by politics. You do everything right and still something goes wrong. It eats at you. Every failed bill, every misstep gets magnified, and somehow you feel like you're always failing. Yeah, the wins feel good, but the losses stick to your skin like a bad cold, and they stay with you long after the cameras are turned off. You then realize every decision you make and don't make carries a weight that you can't shake. It's not just about today, it's about how history finna remember you. The pressure to leave a good legacy, something generations to come can look back on and feel proud of. It's heavy. And what makes it worse is knowing you might not even get to see the payoff. Some presidents don't get their flowers until they are long gone. That kind of weight, it messes with how you sleep at night. As time passes, you start to notice the toll presidency is taking on you. The stress gets to you, the sleepless night hits different, and that once useful glow, it fades real fast. You start noticing the grey hairs, the wrinkles you didn't see coming. It all adds up. You entered into the office looking sharp, full of hope and energy. Now you're just trying to make it through. Finally, your time has ended. You're done leaving your mark and you're ready to dip. The chairs of your farewell speech hit kind of bittersweet. You step down, knowing someone else about to take on that same impossible job. When you think you can finally breathe, the real work starts then. Sure, you're out of the office, but now you are former president, and the people want you to give speeches, write books, and still act like you are the president. You'll be on every news channel, in every documentary, and the criticism never stops. People still blaming you for stuff you had no control over. Your legacy is out there, but now it's just as much about staying in the public eye as it was when you were in the seat. And that's the thing, being president don't really end. It sticks with you, molds you, and changes you forever. Holding the office is an honor, no doubt, but it's also one of the toughest, most thankless jobs out there. Now, as a motorcade rolls you out of the White House for the last time, you finally get why.